Good afternoon, everybody. This is Cruiser Chris from the Cruiser Chris World Network, and I am working my way out of my house to do another nature walk. And here we go. Sorry if my arm got in the way of the camera, but so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna take you on another nature walk, and I hope that everybody's day is going really good. I'm going to tilt back a little bit. And then tilt back down. Hello. So, I do see some red trees for fall color foliage right now. What does the season of fall make you think of? Does it make you think of the soon beginning of the holiday season? Does it make you think of ice hockey season starting back up? What does fall mean to you? In other words, what do you really look forward to about fall that maybe you don't really look forward to during the other times of the year? gonna tilt my chair back a little bit while I have time. Hello. There was a rainstorm last night, folks, so the leaves that are normally crunchy and make a lot of noise when my chair goes over them are not so crunchy and are not making a lot of noise right now because they're wet. Again, very much like I said yesterday, in the low-lying areas, like right here along the trail, you don't see a lot of color change happening yet. but where it's higher up in the trees, you can kind of start to see color change. I don't know if you can see the ground in front of me here, but there are leaves on the ground, and they have started to fall. So I'm gonna try to stay as far away from the creek as I can, because this time of year it gets a little risky coming along the trail, because you can't really see where the path is. So sometimes I'll have to go really slow. But I figured that I would just stop and let everybody listen to nature for a brief moment. There's a drainage waterfall up around the corner that I don't know if you can hear. So we will continue on the walk. A lot of the trees are starting to lose their leaves though. I see a lot of yellow, brown, red, green, like a bright green.
I kind of feel like
And then of course I get stuck on a branch. Go ahead. You're welcome. I don't like hills really, but so I'm gonna just tilt up a little bit till I get down the hill. And then after I get down the hill, what I'll probably do is tilt my chair back down. So, has there been anybody that has been having trouble with their YouTube channels and retaining subscriptions? Because my channel has had a real hard time with that recently. So I'm wondering what it is that I could do to fix the problem. I'm working on trying to fix my top-heavy issue right now, and someone is working with me to fix that. But it's just so hard on YouTube right now because you never know how many connections you're going to hang on to from day to day anymore. And I wish that, I understand that YouTube has to do what it needs to do to keep all the creators for content safe on the platform. But I just wish that it would be a little bit more consistent, because people are really worried every night when they go to bed how much more work they're going to have to do the next day to get their subscribers back. Because number one, they don't know how many they're going to lose. Number one, they don't know how many they're going to lose. And I just hit a bump. That's why I went, whoa. They don't know how many they're going to lose from day to day. And then number two, it takes a lot of work to do what content creators do on the YouTube channel. And I'm not gonna get discouraged from it, but you may see a lot of good people that had YouTube channels want to leave the platform because they're putting hard work into their channels and they don't feel like they're getting a reward from it. In other words, they feel like they're having to put more work into their channels than what it's worth to them. So instead of having to do all that work, they're just choosing to get off the platform so they don't have to worry about it anymore. So I just wish that you know, if it's gonna happen, let it happen. But when YouTube needs to make changes for their platform or take connections away from people, I just wish that they would be a little bit more open about it. And the problem that I'm having is, and don't get me wrong, I like YouTube, and I'm very glad that I'm able to be on the platform and do what I'm able to do on it. But what I don't like is that there's not an ability to do everything that I need to do from the studio on a mobile app, because I don't get on my computer a lot. So for like example, I'm wanting to be able to check my watch hours. I can't do that year to date on the mobile app, and I want to be able to check who is subscribed to me and not subscribed to me. Well, I can't do that from the YouTube Studios mobile app like you can on the YouTube Studios from the computer side of things. So basically, a piece of advice that I would give YouTube is, make things so it's more universal, so that if people only have access to their YouTube channels on a mobile device, they can do more things on the YouTube Studios, just like if they were on a laptop or desktop computer. Hello. So that's all I have to say about the whole YouTube thing. Just be a little bit more open with people, when big things are about to happen, so it doesn't take us by surprise when they do happen. And I really think that YouTube should have a customer service number to help content creators like myself, who I'm going to get a little bit personal here with you for just a moment, but please allow me that privilege to do so, have a visual impairment, and it's hard for them to see the computer screen. So I wish that YouTube could have a department of people that would be more there to help content creators with physical or visual disabilities who might not be able to access a computer very easily. So those are some suggestions that I would have for YouTube to improve upon. And I don't know, if you want to leave feedback on what I just said in the comments section, you can do that too. And I'd be interested to know your thoughts about all of this. And don't get me wrong, I don't think YouTube is a bad platform at all. I just think, that they could do things to really improve the platform so that it could be more universally designed for everyone. And I don't want to give people the idea that I'm unhappy about being on the platform of YouTube, because I'm not unhappy. But I just would hate to lose the good YouTubers because the company makes it so hard for everybody to comply with what they want to do, you know? And I get that it's hard for YouTube to do some of the work that they need to do on the platform with the current situation that the country's in. But, you know, I would just hate to lose a bunch of good YouTubers because they got discouraged because they weren't being communicated clearly. They weren't being communicated too clearly about what the platform was doing. Gee, dog's barking. I'm jumping. That was... And so, that's kind of like my little thing about what's been going on YouTube recently. I mean, I agree they have to get rid of the trolls and the people who try to do bad and nefarious things to people's channels. But I just wish that they would maybe be a little bit more open about what they were doing. Well, it's been a real nice trail walk for me today so far, and I hope all of you have enjoyed it. And again, I'll repeat the question for today's video. After we get out of this tunnel, so there's not so much of an echo. And today's question is, what does the word fall, like the season, make you think of? Right. So I'll repeat the question again. What does the word fall, like the season, make you think of? So does that make you think of like cooler weather, maybe the beginning of hunting season, holiday season coming up? Maybe you could leave your answers in the comments section. I would be really interested to hear the answers for that as well.